Welcome to Always More Nerd, where we take a break from the infinite possibilities to talk about the news, reviews, and previews of all things comic book, sci-fi, fantasy, and anything deemed nerdy. Today on the pod, we are talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi, Stranger Things Season 4, Halo, Star Wars Celebration 2022, Summer Watchlist, and so much more. But first, sitting across from me, the man who has yet to show up on time, that is Christopher Thomas Ford.
I live my life on island time, bro. I don't know what you want.
Coming in hot.
I don't know what you want.
And sitting next to him is the man who does not want to go to a soccer game with me, even though he claims to be the fan of the team that he says. That is Jordan.
I'm not even going to look at you.
Why is he always coming at us with so much
Always.
shade? Like, as the intro.
Always.
It's like, hey, I want you guys to know we're starting this podcast,
Yeah.
and I hate everyone I'm talking to.
Oh,
And
man.
then sitting next to me is the man who still has yet to see the Snyder Cut, and that is Justin.
You know,
I hope that changes for you.
So here's the thing. I
really
I,
do.
did,
I remember correctly.
I
you
did
said
say
last time
I was
that you were
going to
gonna
watch it.
Yeah.
I did say that I was
it's
going to
on
watch
record.
it. It is on record. It is on record, and I would try to watch it for the next one. I have watched zero things on HBO Max since that last episode. You know, some things happened. Some shows came out. I fell behind. Had to catch up with Stranger Things
Life
because that was a
happened.
priority.
It happens, man. It happens.
You know.
I just started Stranger Things, like, last night.
I'm
far
starting
did you
today.
Like, 20 minutes into the first episode.
So literally nothing happened.
No. I think I'm like half an hour in. Elle is doing her exposition thing, talking about how everybody's doing now since the last event.
So still nothing has
And she
happened.
literally just finished talking, and I was like, all right, that's enough. Now that I know how everybody's doing, I got other stuff to do.
Oh, man. All right, guys. Well, we have a show for y'all today. We have a lot of things, but first off, let's talk about our news. And that is, look, I had planned to talk about several different news things, but as the Star Wars Celebration thing came out, I quickly realized it's going to take up all the time. So
Bro, Star Wars literally said 2022, 2023,
Yeah.
2024, our years. Don't plan nothing else.
Yes.
I'm okay with that.
am-
I've
yeah.
zero
I'm
complaints.
perfectly
Totally.
fine with it.
Yeah.
If everything they put out is better than Book of Boba Fett, I'm very happy.
Yes. And I
You
think
know,
they could do that.
I didn't have a problem with Book of Boba Fett. I actually kind of liked it.
Okay, I would say Book of Boba Fett is the prequel of
The prequels of the Star Wars.
Star Wars
I'll
TV
give it
shows.
that.
Like in terms of the campiness, the quality, you know, I think they really struggled with how to portray Boba Fett. And the other thing too is I feel like a lot of people have this idea of Boba Fett
That is
between-
based in zero reality.
Right, between
Yeah.
like, or from like Star Wars Legends, like the old canon before Disney bought Lucasfilm, and just this idea of how Boba Fett is. But it was like in the movie, it's like, man, you showed up, you shot at some people, and then
Said
you
no words.
He said, yeah, and then it promptly fell to his seeming demise.
Yeah.
Though he was in the Star Wars Christmas special, was his
true.
first.
That was his first appearance.
That
yeah.
didn't happen.
Apparently, it's canon, so
Nope.
you know.
If you ask Harrison Ford, it didn't happen.
Speaking of, did you guys hear that? What's his name? The main actor who plays Boba. What's his name?
Tamara Morrison.
Yes, he actually said something along the lines of in an interview, like, "Yeah, I would have changed some things." Like, ugh.
Oh.
Yeah, it just had that very like Robert Rodriguez flair to it.
yeah, yeah,
Spy Kid speed chase,
yep.
20 miles an hour.
All right, well, we got a lot of Star Wars Celebration to talk about, so I guess it's a Star Wars show, and in doing so, I brought out my Millennium Falcon because I thought it was worthy of it.
Still
Yes.
kind of mad you didn't let me come over and help you build it.
I invited
Wow.
you.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did. Oh my
You said,
God.
yeah, man,
Don't
I'll let you
even-
know when
don't
I
you
get
even
to it.
Start
And
this.
you
I know.
did
I
not
did.
let me know.
Get out of here.
Actually, I remember because I was like, hey, when are you going to build your Millennium Falcon? And you're like, oh, I finished it.
Oh,
bro.
my
no.
gosh.
I was like, bro.
I was here when he first got it. His reaction was priceless.
I saw
yeah.
it before he got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. His wife was like, hey, I'm buying Tim the
Oh.
Millennium Falcon. What do you think? And I was like, that would be a great
Yes.
idea.
Yes.
He would love that. And I'll come over and help him build it.
Dang, you never invited him.
It didn't quite work
That
out.
was my post-grace gift.
Yeah. That's a perfect gift.
All right, we
She
got to
was
get
like,
into
he
this.
deserves nice things.
Yeah, he does.
All right, we're not here to talk about that. All right, that's the first thing on the docket. We got Andor, which comes out on August 31st. There was a trailer for that.
Yep.
And a little bit different for this show is it's going to have 12 episodes. And this is also going to be the first show for them not to use stagecraft. So, yeah, how are we feeling about this?
I'm excited, for
Excited,
it.
yeah.
Anything that's Star Wars, man.
Yep.
I'm excited.
I like
I-
the tone of the trailer.
I
Yes.
was not
Here we go.
excited for Andor before the trailer.
Here we go.
Before the trailer. Okay.
Yeah, no, like
I'm
it wasn't-
surprised you actually watched the trailer.
It wasn't. No, I'll always watch the first one. And I even watched the Thor trailer just for y'all. But
Oh,
I just didn't have. I was like, I don't have any baseline to be excited. I
Yeah.
wasn't like, oh, this is going to be terrible. But like, I'm really liking the direction it's going, and I'm really liking how they're expanding the time in between the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
But also just showing more of the world, because I feel like it's really easy to have this narrow understanding of Star Wars. Like, oh, like how does nobody know who the Jedi are? How do nobody? How
It's a
do
huge place.
because the galaxy is huge, and there's so many worlds.
yeah, we don't think about that. Like, it focuses all on the Jedi for the movies. So everybody's like, yeah, absolutely, the Jedi. Everybody knows the Jedi. But by this point, there are like 4 of them left.
Yeah.
I think like about around 100 survived the purge.
Either way, they're near extinct compared to
Yeah,
what they were.
compared to where they were.
Yeah.
But like even in, and I think the scale of the Republic was underestimated, because there's like 50,000 worlds in the old Republic, and there's about, was it 10,000 Jedi or like 100,000 Jedi?
Yeah.
Either way, even if it's 100,000 Jedi, that's like 2 per planet.
Yeah.
My
You're
only,
talking like SEAL Team 6, but you live in like England or some other country where you may have heard a whisper of them,
Yeah.
but you have no idea if they actually are real or if it's just like an American fairy tale.
Like, is
You
this
don't know.
propaganda?
You definitely
Yeah.
don't know their names.
Do they
Like,
really have all of these powers that they really have, or are
Yeah.
they just like
Yeah.
soldiers?
Yeah, my only issue with all these shows set in between the prequels and the originals are just being careful not to cross any lines, because my question is, how are they going to answer where were all these Jedis during the originals? Because you got Cal, you got apparently what's his name, the Wookiee Jedi. He was a kid in the prequels, but
I know who you're talking
Who's in
about.
Bad Batch?
yes. No, he was in the trailer. Yes. So that's my only issue is I hope that with all these new ones coming out, I'm excited about it. I just whether they find a really good answer to all this or
Gungi.
Yeah.
Or Gungi.
Yeah, that's my only thing. But I'm excited, like Mon Mothma dealing with the Galactic Senate. That's gonna be interesting. But yeah, I'm excited about it.
I think that it's I think Obi-Wan actually kind of answers that question a little bit, just like when you see they're still trying out there, maybe like helping people, but nobody really has, there's no organization for them. They don't have the scale to
Most of them aren't Jedi anymore. They're just force-sensitive people that are helping.
And a lot of people who survived weren't like Jedi masters, like, which is
Yeah,
the other
most
thing,
of the
'cause we've-
Jedi masters and knights died during the purge, and they died saving the younglings. So basically, you've got these people with like basic force training, growing up, trying to live normal lives. Half of them cut themselves off from the force so that they wouldn't be hunted down.
Yeah.
or
The
even
others, or the Inquisitors, are just knocking them out one by one, and since they're not important, we don't hear their stories.
Yeah.
right, and even Rebels. If you look at what's his face?
Ezra?
No.
Kanan.
Yes. why am I blanking on his name? But like, you watch Rebels, it's like he does all of this stuff, but it's like even him as a Jedi, it's like their encounter with Vader really only happens when Ahsoka's brought into the mix and
True.
Maul is brought
Very
into
true.
the mix. It's like they
It is a
didn't-
big galaxy.
It is a
Yeah.
big galaxy, but they didn't even rise to the level of problem
Right.
to bring the attention of Vader.
Yeah.
So it's like they still might be out there doing stuff, but it's like our focus is on
That's a solid point.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Now,
good point.
I am really excited to see how they bring him back for the Ahsoka show. How they bring Ezra back.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Get there.
I know. I'm just excited. Right?
yeah.
All right, next up, you mentioned it earlier. The Bad Batch season 2 comes out this fall. I saw in the trailer. I saw Yaddle. I saw her. She was there. Are we gonna get some? Are we gonna get some Yaddle and Yoda?
I did not see the trailer for Bad Batch actually.
Dang it.
Oh no. Well, I
I'll be
saw
honest
Yaddle.
with you
That's
guys.
all
I
I'm
saw
saying.
glimpses.
Bad
I haven't
Batch,
watched it either.
Bad Batch is the only Star Wars media I have not finished right now.
It is like Boba Fett to me. It's
Really?
fine.
I haven't
It's
watched it.
okay.
I haven't watched it either. It's on my list to watch this
Yeah,
summer.
there's some
I'm
good
like
things
3
to it.
episodes in. I can't bring myself to finish it.
I See, I wasn't really thrilled with the Bad Batch centric episodes of like the Clone Wars season 7.
and that was my thing. Like
It was their
wasn't
backdoor.
super interesting.
Yeah, but because the interesting thing about Clone Wars season 7 was the end,
Oh,
which
yeah.
we could do a whole episode on how amazing that was.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'll watch it because it's Star Wars and I'm gonna watch it. But I think that and Resistance are the only things I haven't
Oh
watched.
yeah, Resistance doesn't count.
Yeah, I watched Resistance.
Oh, I actually haven't watched. What's the animated shorts that they put out? last
Visions.
year? Visions. I haven't watched that yet.
Oh yeah, those
Visions
are good.
was really good.
Oh, yeah.
you should check that out.
Oh,
for sure.
I mean, I'm familiar with some of the directors and stuff, so
Yeah.
it's highly.
I'm pumped for season 2.
There's a season 2.
Yep.
I have not caught up on everything.
That's what we're here for.
That's why we do this.
Hey, I had a busy
Yeah.
weekend.
We're
you
here
know,
for you.
I'm
I
here
was
for you.
We're here for each
reading the
other.
Twitter and Reddit clip notes.
All right. Also announced February 2023 is going to be season 3 of The Mandalorian. Yes, guys, I saw a Twitter leak and
Oh, you saw it.
I saw it.
Oh,
Well, I saw
wow.
a clip. I mean, it's not that big of a surprise. It's Bo-Katan
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Mando on looks like Mandalore.
It does, yeah. It is.
She's sitting on the throne and she's obviously pissed off because she doesn't have the Darksaber.
Yep.
Which is her own fault.
I mean, she.
Yeah.
It's her own fault more than once. Let's be real.
right,
here.
multiple
right.
times.
yeah.
First of all, you never should have accepted it as a gift.
Yeah.
Like you know the
First
rules.
mistake.
Yeah.
You know the rules.
Also, that's a little bit Sabine's fault. She knows the rules too.
Yeah.
Truth.
All these guys. Yeah, so Bo and Grogu are back. That's the only thing. See, people have to watch Boba Fett. That's another disappointing thing is like there's going to be so many Mandalorian fans who did not watch Boba Fett
they
because they heard about it or whatever.
They can start like episode 5
Yeah.
and be fine.
But
Like,
I actually, I don't think they'll need to because
You think they'll recap it?
Oh, their recaps have been top. Even just the Obi-Wan recap.
That's
top
true.
notch.
Oh, that was,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
bro, I almost cried during the Obi-Wan recap.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't need the
Me
recap,
too. Me
but I
too.
watched
I
it.
watched
I watched
anyway.
it too.
I don't ever need recaps for the prequels for any or the original trilogy. I've watched all of those
Any
movies so
Star Wars
much.
Yes.
movie.
Yeah.
I've only seen not the Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker once. So that's the only Star Wars movie I've not seen more than once.
But you don't
That's
think like
including
the
Solo.
Mando fans like ran over to go watch
That's a good
Boba Fett?
point.
Like
Nah.
once they found out he was in it, it's like, oh, let me go watch
True.
this.
Oh yeah.
Very
Honestly,
true.
that's all I need to see.
Yeah.
And did Bryce Dallas Howard direct that episode?
She directed.
I can't tell you.
She
which
directed
one.
the first one with him back in it. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she continued
And
with the next one.
Pause. Bryce Dallas Howard needs her own Star Wars show.
Oh,
Agreed.
Oh, 1000%.
Agreed.
No,
Everything-
she needs her own saga. Just give it to
Yeah.
her. Just
Everything
Yes.
she's
The movie.
directed has been like insane.
yeah.
I really think for
I don't-
Old Republic media, they're going to throw her in there a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, she can do it. She's just
Because
she's
that's
just
like,
talent.
hey,
Just
here
pure
are the
talent.
characters. You do whatever you want to do. Because there is like no
Yeah.
messing with continuity. It's not going to change canon of what we already know of
Unless
Star Wars.
they
so-
touch her in
blank slate.
there's a bit that exists right now. They've been doing
Nothing
the
But
Hybrid
it's
canon.
books. It's books and comics. It's not like actual visual
Yeah.
media.
And
I mean,
so she's got like
and
a,
they've
a
been
blank
changing a
Yoda
little
slate.
bit.
would be around for a lot of that though. Still,
Young Yoda, yeah.
True.
ish.
Youngish.
It's
Younger.
it's 800-year-old Yoda, which let's
Younger.
Sorry, since we're talking about all the stuff, the Acolyte, which is set
Mm-hmm.
about 100 years before. Is it 100 years before the fall of the Old Republic?
You caught me.
You would know before I would.
Yeah.
We'll say it's that. If I'm a little bit wrong, it's around there.
He's never wrong.
Hey,
Just
Hold
like
on,
that
let me
one
write
No,
this down.
time.
Just
I
make
thought,
sure.
That
I thought
one
Old
time.
Republic was like 1,000 years before.
well, I'm just I guess I
so
still.
that would be like no Yoda to baby Yoda.
Well, I guess
He
I
was
was
900 in the.
yeah.
Well, he's around in the High Republic. They did reveal that.
Yeah, he's in the High Republic media.
Because
Now,
he's in the books.
Yeah.
The new books.
Yeah.
I guess I was classifying Old Republic as the Republic up until the fall of the Republic and the rise of the Empire.
No. I was talking like the games Old
Oh,
Republic,
probably,
like
yeah.
back with like Dark
no.
Revan
That's
and-
thousands.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's what I think they should do is just like, hey, you have your own generation of Star Wars media. Do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
they
good.
could do a lot of cool stuff with that. That could also tie into future Star Wars stuff too, which would be great. I would love to see more world building, more because we haven't seen a lot about the Sith.
If we totally if there are no more talks of Skywalker, if there's no more mentions in them, how would y'all feel about progressing the story with Rey and everyone?
Well, that would be a Skywalker.
Oh, damn, right.
Technically, yeah.
I mean, technically, but
point.
not really.
Hey,
I mean that
Rey is a
not-
Skywalker, all right?
hey,
We're not here for the Rey hate.
hey. I'm not.
I don't hate Rey.
No, I
love
love
Rey.
Rey also, but we're not talking about. I'm saying that's.
But my point is no
But-
more Leia, no more
Yeah.
Luke, no more obviously no more Kylo.
But it's the blood.
Obviously.
I'm just saying with that bloodline gone, I don't care if she takes the name. You know, it would be nice to see a progression beyond that to see
Right.
what becomes in the future. Because also by destroying all of those old worlds, which J.J. Abrams loves to blow up all the old stuff every time he starts a franchise, Star Trek.
Star Trek.
We still have Corus. Man, I can't speak today. Coruscant still alive, so you know.
Coruscant?
Yeah, because that wasn't one of the 5 worlds that were destroyed because it moved. That was one of the compromise they made was to move the base of the capital of the Republic. The
Yeah,
New
but
Republic.
just because they moved the capital doesn't mean the planet wasn't destroyed. The planet was destroyed in
7. No, but the planets that were destroyed in 7, that wasn't one of them because they moved from there because they didn't want to take that planet off the board.
Okay.
So, I mean, they could always move back there and we can always see more world building, future moving forward if she restarts the Jedi. Or I can honestly see what would be great if they wanted to bring Daisy Ridley back is rather her finding any other Jedi survivors.
I mean, what if it's her and Grogu?
Grogu.
I would love it.
I'd be
I
down
mean,
for it.
but there's so many others who could still be alive.
Oh,
like
yeah.
non-humans who survived.
Yeah, 1,000.
Yeah.
Who would be if? Because I feel like she wouldn't want to like actually be like I'm the master. I'm leading everybody. I feel like she's as like the way her character's developed. She
Yeah.
wouldn't want to be off.
She would be a peaceful leader for sure.
Yeah.
She would be more. She wouldn't be the Type A, and she'd be more in the background. She'd be more, some of the other not Mace Windu.
Yes.
He's too dangerous. The planets that were destroyed were Court Silius, Ratio, Hosnian, Cardota, and Hosnian Prime,
Okay. Yeah.
which was the capital of the New Republic.
Right.
They moved it to Hosnian.
All right. Well, okay. All that set aside, Mandalorian looks good. I'm excited to see a potential Bo versus Din thing going on here.
Yeah.
Of course, if she tries to do that, Grogu's going to beat the living shit out of her.
Yeah.
I don't think he really even needs to because I feel like Din would probably win that fight.
I think Din would win the fight.
Really?
As much as Bo-Katan is, the
I don't
heir
know.
to Mandalore or whatever, I think
but she's been in
she's
wars,
emotional.
man. Yeah.
She's emotional though. And not to say like because she's a woman she's emotional, just her as a character.
Well, yeah.
Like she lets her emotions decide things for her that
But
are
she is
obviously
a
the wrong
warrior,
decision.
man.
So is Din.
No, he hasn't been in like this unless we're missing something. She's been. You got the Battle of Mandalore. You got her with Death Watch. You got.
That's the thing though. Those are like head-on battles where people are like fighting war literally.
Yeah.
He's been in like street fights and bounty hunts. He's got a different style
He's talking
of
like
fighting.
1-on-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
1v1, I think Din would take it.
All right.
Yeah, and
Fair enough.
he has a dark saber. And,
Well, yeah.
Also, he has a darksaber.
and he seems to have better weapons than most people. To be
Yeah.
fair.
Little. What is it? The Robin or the?
The whistling sparrow.
Yeah.
Pigeons.
Birds.
Birds.
I am sad about his rifle though.
Oh yeah.
That died with his ship.
That's right.
Oh yeah. As a little sniper.
All right, next up, we got to move on. Tales of the Jedi. It's a short anthology animated series of Ahsoka, Count Dooku, and Qui-Gon Jinn. Guys, I'm stoked about this one. This is like young Qui-Gon is something I've been wanting for a long
Oh yeah.
time.
Training with Yoda.
Yes. Oh yes.
I have watched nothing about that, and that is entirely intentional because I'm very excited for it.
Yeah.
Is
like,
there,
I-
is
I
there
need
a
to see a
trailer
trailer.
for it? I haven't seen a
No.
trailer.
No, there's just been concept art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the Qui-Gon, not Qui-Gon, the young Dooku. I like the lightsaber.
I saw the young Ahsoka, like the little baby.
Yeah,
Ahsoka.
she's
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Yeah, looks good.
It does.
All right, next up, a Young Jedi Adventures, a Disney Plus and Disney Junior show set in the High Republic for the pre-K children. Well, there you go.
So this is definitely something I'll be watching with Ellie,
Yep.
whether she wants to or not. I don't like Star Wars. Sit down.
Watch it.
All right. Next up for some big ones, a brand new thing, way out of left field. Skeleton Crew, set in 2023 or coming out in 2023. It's a new Disney Plus original series that will launch and star Jude Law. Created by Spider-Man No Way Home's John Watts and Christopher Ford.
You're welcome.
Star Wars Skeleton Crew will follow a group of 10-year-old kids from a small planet who get lost in that galaxy far, far away and must try to find their way home. The story will take place after Return of the Jedi and fit within the timeline of the Mandalorian and Ahsoka series. I'm pumped.
I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like this might be a little too far out there, but
Go ahead. Sorry.
it's Star Wars. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch
you're gonna
it.
watch it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel the same
But
way.
Jude Law, man, like that alone plus John Watts, I think I'm good.
John Watts is funny, bro.
I trust the creators. I trust Jude Law. I don't know how I feel about the 10 kids. I don't like kids.
10-year-old kids,
10-year-old
not 10
kids.
kids.
10-year-old kids.
Yeah.
You know
There's
what I
a
mean.
difference. There's a
Yeah,
difference.
yeah,
We're not
yeah.
like two squads of Power Rangers
10
over
of
here.
them.
I think that this one is like kind of set to like target a younger audience. It's like a more family friendly,
Young adult.
less adult
fantasy
oriented thing.
fiction.
Kind of like the same thing we're seeing with Miss Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's
Okay.
probably going to land in like a TV PG zone.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's great. Like make Star Wars more accessible for more people.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm all about that life. So I think that's something to keep in mind with like how it lands, like when it lands. Because I feel like it's going to be the same with Miss Marvel. Some people are going to be like, "Oh, this isn't dark enough. This isn't violent." I'm like,
yeah.
obviously,
Yeah.
but it's not.
It's not for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's not for that. And I think that like Marvel, they're starting to branch out into different subgenres
Right.
within their universe. And I think that's great. I'm all for more Star Wars because it's Star Wars.
It's Star Wars. All right. So next up, the Ahsoka show coming out in 2023. So some news about that. We knew it was coming, but it's been confirmed to have a live-action versions of Sabine Wren, Chopper, and Hera Syndulla. It's confirmed. We're getting them. It's basically it's Rebel season 5.
This is
what we're
this
getting
is the
here.
one I'm looking forward to the most.
Agreed.
Trailer looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's this is the excitement that I had when I found out that they were actually introducing Ahsoka in The Mandalorian, because
Yep.
it's like I had all of these. Like Rebels was my favorite. Like I love the Clone Wars. I think the Clone Wars is objectively a better show than Rebels.
It is. 100%.
Rebels grabs you a little bit differently, though.
Yeah, but
it's,
like-
it's got because it only follows these characters. You are more connected to these characters, whereas
Yeah.
with Clone Wars, it
It's all
bounces
over the
all over the
place.
place.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have it, especially with like Rex and Ahsoka, obviously. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
but,
agree.
like being able to figure out what happened to like Ezra and Thrawn, but also
Oh, that was confirmed too. I forgot.
Thrawn.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's in it.
Like when I was a kid and I first got into like Star Wars books, I started with the Thrawn trilogy
Ooh.
by Timothy Zahn, who
Yeah.
created Thrawn.
Actually, CJ still has my first one, or he had it. I don't know if he still has it.
CJ, if you're listening,
CJ, I want my book back. Yeah. Heir to the Throne by Timothy Zahn. I want it back.
Oh man, like so, like having those characters literally like 20 years later, that's insane to me. Also, it's
yeah,
like that childhood me would have never thought I'd be in my 30s being like, yeah, so we're getting this new Star Wars TV. I get to see Thrawn in live action, not just animated.
yeah. I'm just
And it's Lars Mikkelsen, too.
yeah.
Just an amazing
Crazy.
actor.
It
That's
has
gonna
not
be
been
good.
confirmed, but Ezra Bridger was in a mural in the trailer, so we're gonna get Ezra somehow.
Yeah, if
some
they're
way.
bringing Thrawn back, they're
yeah,
gonna bring
they're bringing
Ezra
Ezra back.
Yeah.
All right, some things other than TV. We got Jedi Fallen Order 2 coming out next year. Back with Cal. He is back, and he's coming back with some crazy stuff coming up.
There's not a lot of video games out there that I pre-order. There's not a lot of video games that I'm going to take time to like sit and play all the way through. I think the last game I played through was Horizon Zero Dawn, the first one, not even the sequel. So when this comes out, I'm taking time off work. I am pre-ordering it. I'm getting the premium edition.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm
that's the way to
doing
do
whatever it takes. This game is going to be in my hand day one, and I'm going to 100% it.
Come on.
Yeah, it looks really good. The question is, who's in the Bacta tank?
I don't know.
Starkiller.
I've heard the Star Killer theory. I
hope it's Star Killer because this game is canon.
This game is canon. I don't.
So if
I feel like
Star
Star
Killer's
Killer
in
is
it-
such a weird character to bring into the canon.
Is
Like-
he though?
Why?
I mean, I just feel like it doesn't fit. He doesn't fit. It could be anyone. But I mean, obviously, if it's Star Killer, he's obviously going to be different than he was in the Force Unleashed games.
Right.
But also, one of the details in that trailer is like, okay, that room is very old. Like, is this
Yeah.
someone who's been in suspended animation for a while? Is this an old person?
You talking about-
Jedi,
That's a
Sith,
good point.
whatever.
Yeah.
Is this a character who they could be like backdoor introducing to have rippling effects down the line into Star Wars? Who knows?
Could it be Luke Skywalker?
Oh no, no. First of all, timeline, no. Also, no. There are things about the Star Wars legends we don't like to talk about.
Luke.
Some people, but related to that, some people are like Jorah Sabath or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The old master.
yeah. But the hair fits. But I'm like,
I don't know, man.
I'm just waiting. I'm open to see.
Look,
what
I'm
it is.
gonna be honest with you. I was waiting on Mara Jade before Luke vanished. I thought they were gonna bring her in for sure.
I still want Mara Jade.
I
don't
would
care
love
if,
it.
I don't
Yeah,
care
even
if,
if
she
it
marries
has
Luke.
nothing to do with Luke. I would love it.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see how she factors into that because she could be like a former Inquisitor
Ooh.
character, just based upon
Yeah.
her origin and the.
Could just be somebody that found a lightsaber.
Just picked it up.
Could
All right.
never even touch a lightsaber. Who knows? They're changing everything.
It's true.
Yeah. Or we just might never get her. I feel like it just doesn't work without Luke though, because it was like their relationship was the thing. And
I think they could do it though.
I mean, hey, they
Like,
can
I
do,
don't know how they would do it.
They can
If
do
Favreau
anything.
and
I don't know
Filoni,
how they
trust.
would do it, but
Yeah.
if they did it, I'd be happy for it.
Yeah. All right, moving along, the last two pieces of news. We got Jon Favreau. He was in an interview, and he's talking about the possibility of sharing stories of Grogu in the future. He was asked that, and he's like, yeah, absolutely. So essentially, Grogu in other parts of the universe other than just with Mando, which kind of reinforces our theory earlier about a potential, something post number 9.
So, what I thought immediately when I heard this news is Grogu gets the Darksaber and becomes the second Mandalorian Jedi. And since he
Oh my
is
God.
of Yoda's bloodline, species, whatever,
He's gonna rule for a
he
long
reigns
time.
for a long time.
It's gonna
Just
be
owning the
very long
Darksaber,
time.
Gosh.
cutting people down left and right. Because he's going to be raised by Mando, so he's going to follow the Mandalorian creed and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He's already got like part of his armor, so obviously
Yeah.
he's going to become a Mandalorian warrior at some point as a foundling.
Yeah.
And I think he could absolutely, let's just say for sake of argument, Bo-Katan fights Din, wins the Darksaber finally, and then Grogu's like, yo, you killed my dad.
Give me that.
It's mine now.
Hey, all I can say is I really hope they don't kill Bo-Katan because Katie Sackhoff is.
Oh, yeah. She's a
Amazing.
gem.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Especially after Battlestar Galactica, I've needed more Katie Sackhoff in my life.
Yep. All right, last bit of news.
There's websites for that.
Oh my gosh. No.
Last bit of news is Kathleen Kennedy has revealed that Taika Waititi's Star Wars movie will be the first one to release in late 2023. It is the first one that we've had since the new saga, or since the end of the last saga. So it's exciting. I'm curious to see what kind of film this will be, seeing that it's Taika.
Did you see the TikTok I sent you about that? Somebody's like, look, Taika Waititi
yeah.
is just a man. He's a good director, sure. All of his stuff is great. But he's just a person, and I'm not going to worship him like a god. You know they're giving him a Star Wars movie. And Taika
Oh, snap. Yeah. Yeah, I'm here for it.
That's
He hasn't,
watch it.
he hasn't let me down
Yeah.
yet.
this is true.
Have you guys watched Our Flag Means Death?
Not yet.
Oh, man, it's a gem.
But
Tell me about it.
I've
It's- yeah.
absolutely loved everything Taika Waititi's done since What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like since then, I was like, yeah, this is my guy. He's my guy.
Yep.
Check it out. That's my guy.
That's him.
He eats his food in tinfoil.
All right, well, anyone else got anything to say about Star Wars before we wrap it up?
No.
No.
No? All right, well, we will be right back for some reviews, some Obi-Wan reviews and Halo and other things. So we'll be right back. All right, everybody, we are back. We got some reviews to talk about today. Only one thing, I take that back. Only one thing we will talk about today is complete. But let's not bury the lead. Let's talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi season. Actually, it's not even a season. It's a series. Episodes 1 through 3.
Is it a one-shot season? They're not doing season 2?
That's right.
Bummer.
Yep. So
he dies at the end of the season, you know.
We know how it ends.
Yeah, we know how it ends.
I knew going in that this was going to be good. I knew that Deborah Chow was going to do fantastic, and I was still surprised about how good it has been.
Yes.
Like,
absolutely.
it is absolutely everything I wanted and more with this Obi-Wan show. Screw all the haters for any of the characters.
Yo, if y'all are coming for Moses Ingram,
come on.
like,
No, this is none of these.
You're racist.
There's
100%. There's no
way
reason
around it.
to hate her
Yeah.
other than you're a racist or misogynist or both.
Yeah.
Probably both.
Probably both.
Because they go hand in hand usually.
Truth.
No, her and the girl who plays Leia. Oh my God, she is the Grogu of this show.
Yeah,
she is
It's just like
the surprise.
parallels, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love her so much. And if any of you guys who are listening to this episode, which is like 2 of you people out there, whoever it is, if you are hating on this girl, we will not allow this to happen the same way it happened to what's his name who played Anakin from episode
Jake
1.
Lloyd?
Yeah, no. She is beautiful. She is amazing. She is talented. Screw any haters out there.
Yep.
We will find
Vivian
you.
Lyra
Yes.
Blair.
Special
No,
steps.
seriously, like I will fist fight any of you.
This is true.
Hey,
I don't
no
even
fist
know this
involved.
girl.
I'm just gonna straight up.
He's going to
kick
drop kick people. Yep. I knew it was coming, yeah.
No, this show has been fantastic.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor is.
I love,
He's
'cause
just him.
I love how they're not like waiting around for anything. They're just getting into it.
Yeah.
Like,
My prediction was way off.
you thought
I
it was
didn't
going to be
think-
like till the end
I
when they were
didn't
going to
think he was
fight.
going to pull a lightsaber till the end.
Yeah.
Full spoilers, everyone.
Yeah.
Just in case you didn't know. Full spoilers.
He does have a lightsaber.
He
All
does,
right.
yes.
In case you wondered, Obi-Wan, lightsabers. They're in the show.
Yeah.
Sometimes they fight, and it wasn't really a fight.
No.
No.
Well,
All right.
I'm glad they did it this way because they gave us like a mid-season fight.
Yeah.
It's like a mid-season.
Nothing big.
Yeah. And it's just him like experiencing Darth Vader as he
Sorry,
is.
can we actually talk about that? All right, no, sorry, we got to go in order.
Yes.
Okay, all
But
right.
I do want to talk about that episode.
All right. Well, episode 1 then. It's set 10 years after Revenge of the Sith.
Yep.
We have Luke on Tatooine with his uncle Owen and his aunt
Baru.
and you have Leia who is on Alderaan with her father and mother.
Bail Organa and his wife's name I never remember.
Yeah.
Never.
Which-
I can't remember.
Mrs. Organa.
Alderaan. It's the first time we've like actually like really got to
Yes.
see it.
And it is a beautiful place.
Yeah.
Yeah, sucks it got blown up.
It horrible. I would say it'd be horrible if someone went over and blew it up.
Yo,
Be a shame if something
the
were to happen
memes,
to
the
it.
memes, because they were like, Leia, you're gonna lead these people, and somebody was like, "There's no people there anymore. That planet is gone."
Leia, I got some news for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first episode, I think it was a perfect pacing. I was worried about that with the first one because I knew they had to set everything up, but I think it did it really well.
Honestly, my favorite part of it was just showing his like day in, day out dredge at work. Like
Yeah.
he does the same old thing all day long, and it like you can see he's broken, but
Yeah.
he just does it to get by.
I thought he was going to get caught stealing meat every day.
I know.
Me
I know.
too.
I was
yeah.
waiting for him to get caught
Yeah.
and like have some sort of horrible encounter that he could have easily solved, but obviously wouldn't. But that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't see me steal the meat. Yes, I did. All right.
I definitely
don't have the
saw
Force
it.
anymore.
Jedi tricks don't work on me.
Yeah.
And the fact that he stole it, not even for himself, but for his
Oh, I
his
know.
mount, was like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was real cute.
Can we talk about the toy?
The toy.
The whatever fighter, or that's not a fighter, but it's a. Oh, what was it? I don't remember the actual.
If I
version.
remember right, it was the Imperial shuttle, but it had like a paint job.
It was gray
no,
and red.
it's a. She,
Or it might have been like a earlier version because it looks very similar.
Like
It-
the
it-
Republic
it's-
era.
Yeah.
yeah. I used to know the models of all the ships, and now I'm old and I'm not as nerdy as I used to be.
Something Justin does not know.
there
on
you
the
go.
record.
Number 3, I think.
Number 3.
But if I am correct, I'm pretty sure it is the same ship that Luke does have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
1000%.
yeah.
Yeah. It's it.
Even though Owen
It's
broke
a
it.
T-16 Skyhopper.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I was also I'm so glad because because they wouldn't be able to do it as well, I don't think. But I'm so glad that George Lucas cast Joel Edgerton as Owen because he's a good actor too, and his interaction with Obi-Wan was perfect in that episode.
Yep.
Oh, you want to train Anakin like, or you train Luke like you did his father?
His father,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
But
It's like,
also,
the boy is ready. The boy is ready.
the balls on that man, like staring down the Inquisitor.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's definitely a side you don't really think of when you watch New Hope. Like you think like it's just a grumpy old man keeping his son away from joining the fight, and it's just no. He knows his past. He knows what's been going down, and
He knows how dangerous it is.
yeah,
Yes.
Like it really fleshes out his character and it turns him from less of this grumpy old man to this. He still is a grumpy old man, but
he's
one who's
he's
trying
a
to
protective
protect
father.
right,
Luke.
yeah,
'cause
And
he
like
knows
even
more.
it wasn't even like his desire to protect Obi-Wan. He knows that if he finds Obi-Wan, they're gonna realize Obi-Wan is there for a reason.
right,
Yep.
yeah.
And then they're gonna find Luke and kill Luke and Baru and Owen. So he's like, look,
yeah, you gotta
it's
play it.
either me or it's everybody.
Yeah. So that was good. I'm trying to think of anything else in that episode that really stood out. I mean, Leia nonstop. She's perfect too. Like the writing and just her sass and her.
She's the
on
fastest
point.
person in Star Wars. She is the fastest
Yeah.
person. There's no debate.
talking about that foot chase.
Yes, she's the
She
fastest.
was gone.
Oh man, the foot chase was interesting.
Yeah.
Flea being cast as the kidnapper was fun.
Yeah.
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 I was like,
I did
wait,
not expect that.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I wanted him to jump.
I was like, it was a weird choice, but it was good.
I wasn't mad at it.
It works.
Yeah, like
They were-
in Mandalorian, Bill Burr.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't expect a comedian to give you this story with this character development, which obviously you didn't get that from Flea, but he was a nice, like, I am this incompetent kidnapper.
Yeah.
All right, can we, y'all good here?
Yeah,
I
episode
got,
two.
I got, sorry, I got a lot of things about episode 2.
Episode 2.
Following that, like, I really liked the interaction between the kidnappers and, what's her name, Reva?
yeah. Yeah.
And, like, her character too, like how she's
It's
trying.
so good.
It is
She's
good.
trying so hard to get this thing that we don't understand what her motivation is yet.
No.
Which, sorry, back to episode 1. Do you guys think she was one of the younglings?
Yes.
In the beginning.
100%.
I think so. That first clip.
Shit,
that
no.
first clip.
Yeah.
That first clip that was
100%.
shown
Oh,
right
there's
after
a-
the
Because, like, why
recap.
would you have that there? Like, obviously, we
There's
know
a-
Order
there's a-
66.
there's
and
a little black
has
girl
to
in
be.
there.
Oh, my
She
God.
has to be.
Yes.
I think 100%.
Because they
the-
just showed
the
that.
Inquisitors are either hunted down or they're
Oh,
converted
Jedi-
to
yeah.
Converted,
But I'm
yeah.
a former Jedi.
Right.
And she's young.
Oh, my God.
Timeline makes sense.
That makes
her
so
and
much
the guy
sense.
that they
Now you're gonna
found
go back
are
and watch
about the
that
same
again.
age.
I am.
Her and the guy they found.
Because it was
are about
shown
the
right
same
after
age.
the recap. Because I was like, oh, they're getting right into it.
Oh
It was the first clip. Yeah.
Yeah.
my gosh. Keep
Yeah.
going, keep talking.
Because,
bro.
like,
You blow my mind.
Because at first it's like, why are we shown this clip?
Right.
in
Yeah,
that first
that's why I was
episode?
confused. I was like,
Like,
oh.
Obi-Wan wasn't there, and, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought we were gonna maybe see. I thought we were gonna show it to see Vader.
Right.
I thought they're
right.
gonna show
Yeah.
our first shot of Hayden Christensen, and then we
Killing
didn't get
more
It.
younglings because that's exactly what we need.
Oh, I mean, it obviously would have been great to like set the tone.
Yeah.
Bro, as soon as they showed the Jedi Temple with the kids inside, I was like, oh, this is not going to end well.
But yeah,
They're
No
all going to
survivors.
die.
yeah. I also really liked the lingering shot after all the kids ran off,
Yeah.
where you can still see all the battle going on the
each
side,
side.
Yes.
and then slowly it gets darker because the Jedi are dying. It was such a killer shot.
It was.
I'm trying to see faces.
But
Man, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good theory.
Yeah,
I like
no,
that.
I definitely think so.
episode 2 though, like, it was great. The surprise of her stabbing the Grand Inquisitor.
Yes.
At
Now
the
that
end.
that
I
still
didn't see
fits
that
though,
coming
doesn't
either.
it, with Rebels? Because you only see the Inquisitors in the first 2 seasons.
Yeah,
of
well,
Rebels.
but the Grand Inquisitor is in season 1 and 2 of Rebels, so he obviously doesn't die
Yeah.
because he dies in Rebels.
But doesn't Rebels take?
Place after this.
Oh,
But
no, not that far after.
Grand
Yeah, but the
Inquisitor,
Grand Inquisitor is in it. It's the
Grand
same
Inquisitor is just a rank, though.
Yeah,
What I'm saying is
but
Rebels
sa-
happened before.
It may not be the
No, Rebels
same
happens
one.
after. It is the same one. It is the same guy, so he's not dead.
That's what my brother was saying.
which
Yeah.
which
We
will
had a little bit of a
probably
debate about this.
be a fun thing that pop up later.
Yeah.
Because obviously things aren't going to go super well for Reva because also judging by
You're
Rebels,
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
the fact that she's not there means she probably doesn't survive this show.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And the brother, I forget his number. What is he?
Oh, is it
Fifth brother?
Fifth?
Fifth
Yeah.
brother.
Fifth
Yeah.
brother is in Rebels, so he makes it a little bit.
Wasn't
Right.
Fifth sister in Fallen Order? Was that Fifth sister or was that?
I can't keep.
I know. Second sister was, but I think the big burly one that you have to fight like towards the end was also Fifth sister.
Hey, that fight sucks.
Oh yeah.
It was hard for sure.
It was hard.
Yeah, it's gonna make. Yeah, you're right. They're gonna have to. They already have it planned out, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting to see how that happens because you're right. It is after, unless they're gonna take Rebels out of canon, which I doubt that.
No, I mean
Yeah.
obviously we're getting
Ahsoka. and-
Ahsoka, yeah. But no, it's probably gonna play in later because she's got her ambition, and we're gonna see what it is she actually wants, and would not be surprised to see if Vader or the Grand Inquisitor know more than they've let on, or shoot, will we get a cameo by the Emperor?
That'd be fun.
That would be fun. I mean,
Should have gone for the head.
Yeah.
yeah. But also the acting by Ewan at the end of
it
the
is.
episode.
My
The
God.
finding out that
The
Anakin was
emotions.
alive was
All the emotions.
It didn't hit me until that happened. I was like, oh,
He
he
didn't
thought
know.
he was dead.
yeah.
All these years.
He thought he was
all
dead.
for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And-
nightmares.
Yeah. And it makes sense because he left him burning
Yeah.
Right,
alive.
Makes sense. Yeah.
After cutting off his limbs.
Yep.
It's like this man has no arms and no legs.
True.
He kept his middle arm, but still, like he's like
That's
this.
not his arm.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. So he's like, and he's watching him burn and yell, "I
Yeah.
hate you!" But it's like his hate
And
was
then
what
he
kept
gets
him
quiet.
alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I've
he-
been told that's the sound of forgiveness. Screaming and then silence.
Obviously not.
Can't hold a grudge if you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which to parallel that with jumping a little bit further ahead, the episode 3 reveal where he sees Vader for the first time,
Yeah, that was.
because we see him we see when they're walking on that planet, the Obi-Wan's like seeing Anakin in the distance, like having this like vision of Anakin, and it's like probably how he assumed Anakin would have looked, because when Anakin turned and looked at him, he looks
Yeah.
he's
He's Hayden
angry.
Christensen.
Yeah.
But angry.
he's angry, so he assumes that's what he would have gotten on some level. Even though he burned, he probably wasn't thinking about that logically.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Versus when Vader shows up, he sees this
Menacing
7-foot
figure,
tall inhuman monster walking through the street, murdering people. Like when he pulled that guy out of the window
Yeah.
and like slowly choked him to death, and his kid runs out and he just snaps the kid's neck. It was like,
That
oh.
was so insane.
It was.
I did not expect any of that.
But it really just shows like how
Far he's fallen.
like
What I love too, though, is you got to think about too, like in episode 3, he comes down and he's facing, oh my God, why can't I think of his name? Kenobi.
Grievous.
Thank you, God. Can't think of his name. He faces Grievous and the entire droid army. He comes down with such confidence, and he's just there. But then when he sees Vader, he looks like a little child. Ewan does fantastic there because he is scared. He's timid. He's trying to run away, trying to avoid the
Dude.
fight.
Yeah.
Man, it was. Oh, that was.
Because after that second episode, like the way they ended it with his breathing and everything, like
Yeah.
just in the tank, I hopped up out of my chair, bro.
Bro, and the way the second
I
episode
have to-
ended was so good. Like when
That's
it was
actually pretty good.
That is good.
I've been practicing.
When it ended, I was like on the edge of my couch,
Yep.
and it stopped. I realized I had gone from like sitting comfortably to being on the edge of my couch, and then I was like, I'm sweating.
Yeah, because from the moment he realized that Anakin was alive, I was like, okay. And then when he was like Anakin, and that shot.
So I
jumped
watch
out.
these episodes while my wife is asleep because I have insomnia and she's not gonna watch it. But I was like sitting in my bed with the TV over there, just kind of like sitting up, propped up against the pillows. By the time the second episode ended, I was like leaning on the edge of the bed. Like I literally got out of bed, flipped myself over so I could
That happened to me this morning because I was watching the third one in my bed, and then because felt like we were probably gonna get some Darth Vader. I didn't think we were gonna get that much.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so when he walked through the streets and you just see his feet, I literally am crawling out of my
I wasn't expecting
I'm
him
on the edge
to
of my
be
bed.
on that planet, but
Yeah.
the moment I saw those feet, I was like, oh no.
Yep.
Like, I thought they were going to be like, oh, it's going to be.
Once again, this is not going to end well for anybody involved.
Yeah. And
But I'm glad they doing it this way
Yeah.
because because it would have sucked to only get a half an episode of Vader.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the way they're doing this, it definitely feels like the comics. You're getting some taste of who he was, what he was doing. Because I doubt we're gonna get our own Vader show. I doubt it.
no, Ewan McGregor was like, I'm down for it. Not Ewan.
Christian, yeah.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
That would
Hey,
be so
look,
cool, though. Like,
I didn't
it was
think
a
this
Vader.
was-
They
It was a
asked him if
Vader
he was
in
gonna
Dallas
be
Yes.
series.
Ahsoka, and he was like,
He was just like, I don't know anything about it. Yeah, okay, Andrew
Well, I can see
Garfield.
that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
right.
I don't
like-
know. I feel like the possibilities are endless.
But then that's the thing. It's like he's down for it, and the reaction to him coming back has been so overwhelmingly
Yes.
positive.
Which was surprising to me because he got so much hate.
Oh, in the prequels?
Yeah.
But he's always been so nice and so gracious about everything.
Well, it's all of it's all the prequel kids that are growing up. It's all of us that are like, oh, f that. Like we liked this. Like it
You're
wasn't
a nice guy.
I mean, I have beef with him growing
It
up.
wasn't the greatest films, but
Yeah.
we grew up with it and we loved it because it was Star Wars.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So screw that.
Yeah, no, I was always there for Star Wars, but even in my young age, episode 2's dialogue, I was like, this doesn't feel real.
I don't know. You're wrong. All right,
You're wrong.
What else about episode 3? Anything?
The fight with the
With the
fire.
fire.
Oh,
Like he wanted
That's
him to
exactly what I was
burn.
gonna say.
When he
And
wanted
then-
him to
and
burn.
then he just walked away.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he absolutely could have chased him down. He could have sent his people after him. They would have
Yeah.
caught him, and
He's
that would
playing
have
the
been it.
long game with them.
Yeah.
He's playing cat and mouse with them.
Oh, he wanted him to suffer.
wants
He
to
wanted him to
fill-
play.
His hate is like, yo. But oh my gosh, there's so much. But
That-
the fight itself, how it wasn't a fight.
No.
And I remember I was thinking Obi-Wan's gotten weak, and he's like, you've become so weak. I
Yes.
was like, oh, shit.
Yep.
You know, like,
So weak over the years.
and
yeah.
but also what I really liked is because, and like I don't know if it was Hayden or a stunt double in the suit. There was some familiarity. Like it's different because his fighting styles is different as far as being Vader. Because I mean, his body's different.
He can't
Right.
do all the acrobatics, but the
He's a lot
strength
slower.
was
But like
multiplied.
even just
Yeah.
the
Force push.
Oh, the force push.
Yeah.
That force push was very Anakin. But even just the 3 successive hits was very reminiscent of gosh. was
Return
that-
of the Jedi.
Well, that too. But I was thinking actually, was it when he fought Dooku?
He fought him in 2 and 3.
When he fought Dooku in 3. But I don't know. I have to go back and figure out what
Oh,
was
you're
reminding
talking
me
about
of.
in that scene because Dooku was kind of surprised, like, oh, he's not very skilled, but he's got a lot of power to him.
But like
Yeah.
there were like there was like some elements of him carrying the same body language, which I really appreciated.
Well, they trained with like actual sword fighters when they were initially
Yeah.
learning to be Jedi, like for the actors
Yeah.
when they were initially starting out. So it's probably just like stuff that stuck with him.
Yeah.
And they were like, all right, this is the choreography. And he's like, well, let's go back to what we used to do. And just
Yeah.
kind of play some of that into it as well.
Yeah, I like the familiarity, but also his movements were also very stiff, which I appreciated because he was very
He's got
stiff.
4 prosthetic limbs.
Yeah, but no, but like he was very stiff in the original trilogy.
Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
Oh god, but like he was very stiff in the original trilogy, and even when we saw him in Rogue One, he was very slow and methodical when he
Yeah.
walked through the
Yeah.
hallway.
But still
But his
horrifying.
yeah,
So horrifying.
Like, and I really like how they played up the horror elements. Like Obi-Wan is struggling and running, and Vader's just walking.
Yeah. It's like Michael
that's
Myers
like a horror-
type of
it is.
thing.
I'm
My
like,
favorite thing. Like, let's talk about this dramatic bitch for a second. Like, he shut off his breathing panel so that he could show up in the darkness and then intimidate everybody with the lightsaber.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't breathe. He was like, "This is so worth it."
Okay, but let's be real here. That is absolutely something Anakin would have
Oh,
done.
yeah.
He
Oh,
was
yeah.
the most
That's what I'm
dramatic
saying.
person ever.
He is
Yeah.
the most dramatic
He
person
had, no,
in the universe.
he had such a flair for the dramatic. Like if you watch the Clone Wars, or even just a prequel trilogy,
Oh, yeah.
always dramatic. So of
Yeah.
course-
Bro, his first appearance in episode 2 when he was flying the yellow thing. I was
yeah,
like, what
the
took so long?
Yeah.
Couldn't find a color I liked. Are you
Or-
serious?
jumps out.
Yeah.
Bye.
Why? Why? You could have also just flown down. Like,
No, but did it work?
kind of.
Yeah.
Samuel Cell
Sorta.
still died.
I mean, but he caught her.
But she died. He didn't catch her in time.
A lot of people die around Anakin, to be fair.
Also true.
Okay, but all right, sorry. Before we're done with episode 3, let's back up.
Kids.
Well,
Not his kids, but
other kids.
Kids.
Lots of kids. Quinlan Voss.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited.
That was a nice reference.
Yeah.
Was not expecting that. Then I had a thought.
Is that who you want to see?
Possibly. Who is O'Shea Jackson playing?
Oh shit. He's in the show.
He's in the show.
Huh.
Yeah.
Ice Cube's kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Huh?
Something we missed in episode 2 was the clone.
Oh gosh,
Oh, that
yeah.
was great.
We
There's so
missed
much.
that. Yeah, we missed that. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was a nice nod.
Did
was
they
kinda
mention what
emotional,
planet they're
too.
going to next?
They were trying to get to Alderaan.
Yeah.
I know
no,
that,
No,
but
no,
like
they
the-
didn't mention where he was taking her. He said
Okay.
off-world, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly. But yes.
Because what planet was Rex in them? Where do they end up at?
Shoot, I
thought Tatooine.
Was it Tatooine? I know it was desert, but I don't think it was
it wasn't Tatooine.
Dantooine?
No, Dantooine is more.
I don't remember, to be honest.
Fields
I don't
and
think it's
nature.
Tatooine, but it's some desert. Anyways, that was a thought too. Like,
Yeah.
well, what if it's there, that connection?
I mean, it would be cool to see Rex pop up, but again, it's pre-Rebels, so maybe not.
What if we get a Ahsoka Obi-Wan reunion? Oh,
In this show or
Yes.
just
I don't know if I can handle that.
Yeah, I don't know how I would feel about that.
I would need it. Now that I thought about it, we need it.
Why not? Why not, Justin?
Because that makes total sense.
Yes, why not,
Does it make
Justin?
sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
Because Ahsoka would definitely be doing the thing of like trying to save the younglings and protect people and do stuff like that. That's not official Jedi business.
I mean that is very Ahsoka's character.
Lothal.
Lothal.
Yeah. That's
No,
what it was.
Lothal was where they started, right? In Rebels. Yeah, it's in Lothal.
Anyway.
But that's because they met Rex on a different planet.
Let's see.
Lothcats.
Yeah, Lothcats. Yeah.
That's right.
But there's something else I thought I was going to touch on, and I forgot it. Dang. Whatever the case is, Obi-Wan has gotten off to a fantastic start.
Yeah.
It has been very great. Oh, also, that was it. The woman who was like, oh, I was someone's daughter too. That's Ewan McGregor's actual daughter.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, so fun.
Third generation of her family to also be in Star Wars because her grandfather is Wedge Antilles.
That's right. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Real question is this the first time we've ever heard Obi-Wan talk about having a brother?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
It's the first time, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't think he would be force sensitive. Otherwise, we probably would have seen him by then.
Yeah.
Or maybe he is force sensitive, and when the Jedi showed up to take him, his parents are like, "No, you already got one."
Or maybe he was too old.
Truth.
Or yeah,
Truth.
very good point.
Or maybe he just wasn't, but it's strong in his family. Raise a Kenobi. Okay.
All right. So, any other final thoughts about episode 3 before we move on? Because we've been here for a long.
yeah,
time.
we
I mean,
have.
it's worthy, but
It is worthy. No, it's good. It's everything I wanted it to be.
I need to go on the internet and people who know how to read that language. I want to know who else's names were on that wall.
oh yeah, I need to.
there
Chris
are
has the
people.
alphabet somewhere.
Yeah. I'm not one of those people who knows enough to read that, but I want to know.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to a couple things. Who here has watched all of the new season for Stranger Things? Well, it's not the full season yet, but
Haven't even watched an episode.
Are you the only one, Justin?
I haven't watched the full thing. I've watched 4 episodes.
Oh, okay. So none of us are all up to date.
No, we're
I
not.
will say, like the pre-warning that they put on the show, I appreciated.
Oh, dude, I was going to text you too. I should have. You didn't watch it, did you? Or
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said. Like I made it several minutes in,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't know if I can do this.
yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
So
I care about spoilers.
No.
No,
It's
oh.
it's a warning that they put up in reference to,
The Uvalde shooting.
yeah, some things just being just because of the release window.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
They like wrote out the show and they filmed everything, and then this happened, and they're like, "Ooh, we need a trigger warning."
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Like,
Yeah.
you're either going to delay the whole show like months or
Yeah.
I mean, because it was like the week of the release, and it's a pretty big plot point, you know.
Yeah.
And it's literally the first thing you see.
yeah.
Like it's the opening of the show, so And I was not expecting that, but
No, it was. I mean, that set aside from relevant news, like that whole beginning sequence was just, oh man, here we go.
I did
Yeah.
not know what to expect. I guess I came into season 4. Like, I did watch the trailers once, and that was it. You know my feelings in trailers.
Oh yeah.
So, and then I didn't really remember anything too much from the trailers. Like, I had the bad guy clip thing. It's like I kind of had a thing, but I went into the season very confused.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and
I had to
remember
recap
much.
a couple.
I don't remember much.
yeah, and I'm glad I was confused, because really the only things like getting further into it is like really anything you're gonna really understand is from the trailer.
Yeah.
Because it's not a spoiler for Jordan who hasn't watched anything. We're about a year after the previous
Something
one.
like that. Yeah.
It's freshman year of high school, spring break, for them.
Okay.
And then there's and then in the same fashion of season 3, we've got different factions of main characters in different places, because at the end they went off to California.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you got
that's
the people
right.
in California, you
Yeah.
got the people in Hawkins, and then you got the other people elsewhere.
Yeah.
Which we're not going to talk about. But no, it's been just impressions on the season. Since not everyone's up to date. Not trying to spoil things for the people at the table or the people wandering through this house.
Yeah, I'm only 2.5 episodes in, but what I can say, it's definitely, from what I remember from the other seasons, it's a lot more nasty. Like,
Gosh, the horror vibes. The end of the
Yeah.
first episode. If you are a person who gets scared easily,
yeah,
maybe don't watch it right before bed.
Got it.
Hey, stick together.
Yeah. That's not. Yeah, it might be a good thing you didn't finish that late at night.
Look, man, my nightmares are
I'm gonna
like
watch that in the afternoon.
already night terrors, like sleep paralysis level. So I'm gonna do everything I can to not terrify myself.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you're gonna want to watch.
I watch it in the daytime.
Yep.
Episodes 1 and 3 in the daytime. Ooh, and
Episode 2 at dusk.
2 is fine. It's not.
well,
It's not. The ending of 2.
the ending of 2.
The ending of 2 isn't as intense as the ending of 1.
No.
But in the beginning, middle of 4 is also not a
I think
nighttime
the
one for
thing
you
that
either.
saves me for sure is that it's definitely not like ghosts and demons. It is a interdimensional being.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I guess technically demons and
Would
ghosts
be like
are the same
interdimensional
thing, but it's different somehow.
Yeah, okay.
It's
but
more
yeah.
of a monster than like a demon type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It's not straight up. I mean, it is demonic, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't feel ghostly. It feels
Yeah.
like it's a dude here.
Yeah,
And
I will say that this season it definitely feels more horror, more ghosty.
Uh-huh.
So you might not want to do that one at night. I'm gonna just say you might want to ease into the daytime after you get.
I will say, like, the episode of like season 1 or 2 when Will was like coming out of the wall, that
Oh, that,
I was not down with that.
You're done. You're done.
Yeah.
Nope. All afternoon, straight up the whole way through.
I was done with that.
No, if that did.
I was watching. It's like, oh, they went there.
Yeah.
No, if that did it for you, yeah. Nope. Daytime, whole way through.
Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
I'm
All right, good.
like-
This is not a kid show.
Oh no.
Good. Got
like-
it. Okay.
So, my sister, she's not great with horror, anything scary. Like, and she couldn't do Stranger Things season 1, and I was like, maybe I'll get her back into it, and because I'm going up there tomorrow, and I literally saw the end of the first episode. I was like, nope. I was like, I will suffer for that. I'm going to be the one who's awake at 3 a.m. when she calls me. It's like, this is your fault that I'm awake right now. Like, yeah, but.
No, it seems good
Yeah,
though. Like
it's
it
good.
feels good.
I gotta start,
The
man.
first episode was a little slow, but
The first 2 are slow, and I feel like that's a common issue I have with Stranger Things.
Yeah.
When I first started it, I made it through the first 3 episodes, and I stopped. When I started season 3, I made it through the first 3 episodes, and then I stopped. And every time it's like, I should have just gone one more, and I would have been like super hooked in.
yeah,
And these are long episodes.
they are.
Yeah.
The shortest episode is like an hour and 4 minutes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But once you hit 3, the end of 3, 4, I wanted to keep going, but I had to do some work last night. But it was.
yeah.
I'm really liking the direction it's going. I feel like I'm going to be really upset when it ends at 7 because we're going to have a month cliffhanger basically.
Wait, it's only half of the season, right?
And
Or is
no,
That's what-
it's
well-
7 of 9 episodes. The last 2 come out.
And those are like
Can-
those
can
are
we-
long.
Can we
episodes, if I
talk
remember
about
correctly.
the stupidity?
When did those come out?
The
July,
thing that I
first week in
hate
July.
the most in media, aside from commercials on streaming services, because I think that's dumb as hell, but the half-season finale.
Oh yeah,
I can't stand
What
it.
the hell is that?
yeah.
I can't stand it.
I'm with you almost entirely. I am a little bit more okay in this since it's only a month that we're waiting.
Like that's fine, like a month, but
But
like
it's like give me like the worst is like when it's like right they're like we're gonna end in November, we're gonna come back into January, beginning of
Yeah.
February.
You guys watch Ozark? Ozark did that, I think.
No,
I
but
don't
I
watch
just
Ozark, but Walking Dead has been doing that, and they split it into
yeah.
like 3 parts.
they did it
this
really
season.
weird. Yeah,
And
because we
it
have to wait
is
for the final 2
so
parts.
stupid.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
why?
That doesn't
Why
make
are
any sense.
what is a half season? That doesn't even make sense.
No,
It's not a finale.
I just watched the mid-season finale for Better Call Saul, and my God, this is the greatest show on the face of the earth. I will fight with anyone about this, but it is like
You said that about Ted Lasso too, so now I'm losing confidence.
I was
Oh,
gonna say that kind
whoa.
of hurt me.
no. Ted Lasso's beautiful too. Wait, what? What
Wait.
hurt you?
That's you're saying that's better than Ted Lasso. Because you
Better
just
Call
said
In,
that.
in its own genre. In its
Okay,
own genre.
okay.
In its own genre.
I mean,
Drama.
Because you.
It's better
Lasso's
than Breaking
good.
Bad.
It's close.
I've heard
What's the
some
name of
people
the
say
show?
It's tight.
Better Call Saul.
It's a prequel to Breaking Bad.
Yeah. It's tight. It's really
prequel
close.
slash overlap from what I understand. I'm waiting until it's done because
You will love it.
I can't.
You will love it.
I did the same with Breaking Bad, and I was going to do the same with Game of Thrones. Glad I didn't.
Oh, that's a good point.
I avoided the disappointment everyone else got.
Yeah. All right. Stranger Things looks good. Season 4, we all have high hopes for it, and by the time we record next time, I think we'll all be caught up with it. Hopefully, it's a long thing.
Yeah, it is.
All right. So the last thing we're going to talk about with the reviews, and we're getting a little long here, is Halo. None of you guys watched it, correct?
Nope.
I did.
No, all
Take it
the
away,
Halo
Tim.
fans have been.
It's on my list.
The game fans have been real
Yeah.
iffy about it.
No, I grew up playing the campaigns. I enjoyed the campaigns, but I didn't like live and breathe it either. I remember.
Oh, what was his name in high school? Michael Dickey. You remember him?
Yes.
Dude, he was like into it. He was good at it.
Yeah.
I remember going to his house to play, and he just like,
Oh, you win money for this, don't you?
yeah, like you're a pro. I can tell.
Yeah. So I remember growing up enjoying the game, but I was never like into the books or into the comics or anything like that. But this, okay, here's the thing: is they had a problem going into this show because in the games you never see him take off the helmet. So they either had the option of, okay, are we going to do it like that and treat it like Mandalorian, or are we going to change it up? And they changed it up. And there's risky things. I personally didn't care for it. Like, I don't mind that they took off the mask and they gave him. I mean, it's a show, so what are you going to do? Just have him like with a mask and shooting aliens all the
I
time?
think it's a
You
good
have to have
decision just because of its proximity to Mandalorian.
right,
Like,
exactly.
They can't copy the trope that Mandalorian does.
Right.
Otherwise, it's basically just a Mandalorian ripoff without Grogu.
And they almost did, actually, in the first couple episodes. And I'm glad they got away from it because there was a character that he kind of picks up, so to speak. It's like this little girl, well, not little girl. She's a young woman. But they got closer. I was like, oh, no. And then it veered off. So I was glad for that. But the final episode was definitely kind of like, it was okay. But, like, I think, like, the biggest beef I've heard from most Halo fans was like, well, this wasn't as much action or as much movement as they wanted. And it's like, it's the first season, and you kind of have to build this world for people who don't know the world.
True.
So I didn't mind it. I'm not going to go back and watch it the first season.
Yeah.
But I'm probably watch second season.
Yeah, I'll watch it if it pops up. But even just like from a lot of people who are involved in Halo creations, like, this isn't the character I created. I was like, oh,
Right. There was
like,
that. Yeah.
That's a for me. It's just like, yeah, I'm not going to go out of my way to watch. The same reason I never watched the Justice League was after watching Batman v Superman.
But you haven't watched the
Moving
Ultimate
on.
No,
Edition?
listen.
Moving on.
After watching Batman v
I'm going to
Superman,
get it right now.
it's just, man, Tim's getting up.
He's getting up.
He's getting up.
He's moving.
But after watching
going.
Batman
Is this
v
the first time in like always more nerd like history? Somebody's got out of the chair in the middle of recording.
Oh, I think
No,
so.
is the first?
Is he,
definitely
are you
not.
looking for the Snyder cut?
No.
What are you looking? Oh, Batman v
he's
Superman.
got it.
The Ultimate Edition.
Yep. That's all you need.
Oh no, see, but here's the thing:
I have this. I could.
Batman is still a serial killer in this movie.
Oh my.
And that's not
gosh.
Batman.
Yeah, but who likes Batman?
Nerds.
Yes, myself.
Nerds.
That Batman is a serial killer, and he's not Batman. That's how I feel. Anyway,
Anyways, all right. Well, thanks you guys for sticking around for the reviews, but don't go away. We have a few more things to discuss moving forward. We will be right back. All right, I am going to restart. All right, everybody, we are back
And
from
now you're just somebody that I used to know.
somebody. What happened to that guy?
He's somebody that we used to know.
All right, guys, welcome back. We discussed the news and reviews, and now we're going to do some previews and predictions from some trailers and things that are coming up around the curve. Let's talk about Thor: Love and Thunder, the second trailer that was released just I think a week ago, right?
Yeah.
A little over.
According
I think.
to YouTube, it's 1 week.
Well, there you go. We have our first glimpse as Russell Crowe as Zeus.
Yeah.
He is not a mighty built Zeus.
I mean, he's still mighty. He's just also dad body.
Yeah, he definitely looks like the Zeus I would have in mind with Taika behind the reins. So
He looks like the Zeus I have in mind from everything. From all of Greek, Roman mythology.
yeah, I am curious to see how that whole thing with Olympus is played out. How because obviously we have Jane there too. We have Valkyrie there. So I wonder what that is all about. Are they already on the journey to find Gore, or is something happening?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Apparently, they were trying to sneak in.
Right.
They're all in costume, and it's the same costume that he had on Sakaar.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's like, they're gonna see. Not if I go like this.
Yeah.
It's
That's
essentially
funny.
the same thing. It's cloth over their heads.
Yeah.
That's the whole costume.
That scene though, it's like let's see who you really are. What does he
You
say?
flick too hard.
That's so funny.
That was a fun little bit.
Yeah.
I watched the trailer.
Look at you.
Wow.
I see growth and development. Out
I'm
of
proud.
you.
I'm proud of you.
See, here's
Yes.
the thing. Now I watched the trailer, and now I know too much, and now I wish I didn't. See,
Now I regret
see,
it.
Trailers
That's what
aren't
happened.
real.
But see,
So
how much do you really not want to know? Like, there's some.
so much. So
Also,
okay,
they
let's
change
hold on.
everything.
Yeah, because the trailers are always the first 15 to 30-minute time frame of the movie.
Okay, let's talk about the thing that's in the trailer that Jordan and I talked about off
yeah,
camera.
yeah.
So in the trailer, you got Thor,
Yeah.
Lady Thor, but Thor. We got Jane. She's in this room summoning lightning or some random stuff, and we
Yes.
see some statues. We see the Watcher. Okay, cool, nice reference.
Tribunals.
We see the Living Tribunal, who we keep getting all sorts of references
Yeah.
to. Then we see his sister, Infinity. And we also see Infinity's counterpart, Death. And we see Eon. And I think there's another figure beyond the Watcher. And okay, so now we have all of these cosmic representations that
But they wouldn't put that in a trailer to make it mean something.
But it does mean something because we keep seeing the Living Tribunal. We saw him in
Yes.
Loki. We
Yes.
saw him in
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Okay,
And
but
wait.
in that
Wait.
same
We're
Let
not
him wrap
done.
it up.
We're
Let him
not
wrap it
done.
up.
We're
Let him
not
wrap it
done.
up. Let him wrap
Also,
it
at
up.
the end of Doctor Strange, in the post-credit scene, talking about an incursion. What are incursions? When multiverses collide and usually one gets destroyed or maybe both die. Not great. Very Secret Wars 2 reference, which leads to the end of everything. So now when we have all of the cosmic beings being... oh, no.
He's lost me now.
Whoa. What if we have a massive event where all the multiverse collides and everything ends, and then we have a Secret Wars type thing and everything resets, and we have a new universe. And
Well,
that new
yeah.
universe,
well, that would be.
but that new universe has mutants,
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense.
and that's how we get X-Men.
I don't
and
feel like
the
that's.
Marvel
I
universe.
don't feel like that's a big spoiler. Or
No,
like
no, it's
thing.
not- it's not a big
Like,
spoiler,
That's
but
the
like-
only way they
already
really
a big
introduce them.
theory.
But no,
Yeah.
it's like I don't want to know about Infinity. There's so much more I could go into with all the cosmic stuff. But I know Taika's big on it, and I know James Gunn are both big
Yeah.
on all of the Marvel cosmic stuff. And I used to always be like, oh, they never go that deep into lore.
You remember
I
when?
think you're looking too. See, that's.
I don't know.
think
But
that's
no.
the problem.
But I don't think I'm so deep because when they start talking about incursions, I'm like, oh no, they are going that deep. There's so many times they've gone so much deeper than I would have ever thought, and I'm glad I didn't watch.
You remember
But
when
they didn't reveal that in a trailer.
You remember when
No.
the big bad was Obadiah Stane?
Yeah.
And that's all we had to worry about. Some greedy CEO.
Yeah, with a giant mech suit, and now it's like we're just blowing up
Now
the
you're
universe.
like fighting gods.
Who would have thought?
And
Look at us.
Celestials.
Look at us. Who would have thought?
All right, good theories. We'll see where they go from here, Justin. I mean, you've never been wrong, so
It says. I think it just says a lot. Just those statues alone.
I
mean,
but I don't
especially
think
death.
they wouldn't show anything crazy in a trailer, though. I don't think. Like they'll give you nods in a trailer, but
Yeah, but I don't think the statues. I think
really
they would show
the
us.
statues mean that much. Like all of the statues mean that much because they showed Beast in Ragnarok, and you think they're gonna bring Beast into Marvel?
Yes, actually, I
movie?
think they will. I think they will totally bring Beast
Oh
into the next movie. No, Taika loves this weird. He brought in Korg and Meek. You know,
mean,
to be fair.
Truth.
Yeah.
So
for comedic relief.
he would totally bring in Beast for comedic relief. Let's be real, because they're very different than they were in the comics. Which Beast would be great.
True.
all right, we got to move on.
Yeah.
Well, wait. One last bit related to Olympus. On that same statue where we saw Beta Ray Bill, which there's been
Oh
theories
yeah.
about him.
Yeah.
Man Thing, which we'll probably see eventually at some point, but also Ares, God
Yeah.
of War, Olympian there.
Yeah.
So
I think
they're-
Ares
Well,
is
that
gonna
was
be in
that was a
movie.
theory I had written down. So the here's a theory: is the reason Thor and Korg go to Sakaar in the trailer is to recruit the Grandmaster's former champion Beta Ray Bill to help them take on Gore, the God Butcher. I could see that. I think that makes a lot of sense.
I'd be down for it.
Or maybe it's not even Beta; it's someone else.
maybe it's Ares
Yeah,
because there's an Olympian connection there.
Maybe
so.
both.
maybe
Maybe
both.
both.
Maybe Beta Ray Bill is chilling in Olympus with Ares.
Could you imagine?
Because they're both former champions.
But could you imagine if
That would be
Taika
hilarious.
brings them in just to have them get killed off?
Yes.
Oh man.
Like 10 seconds in. Yes.
Like
People would be
that's
so
such
mad.
that's a James Gunn thing to do.
Yeah, it is.
But you can see Taika doing it too.
Yeah,
I could.
They have the same energy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be yeah. Okay. So we also saw Christian Bale as Gore. I personally don't mind with him with a nose.
Nope. Doesn't.
I think Christian Bale is a
I think
fantastic actor.
if they really wanted to, they could do it because they did it for Voldemort.
yeah, but
But it doesn't matter, truthfully.
I think
Probably makes them emote better.
Having a nose.
Yeah.
I think having a nose definitely helps humans relate to emotion better.
well that's a solid point because you would have to go with some kind of CGI. I mean, they did okay with Voldemort, I guess, but still, it's still distracting.
I think at this point, though, like, the millennials are used to it.
Yeah.
We watched 8 movies
Well,
without a nose. Like,
yeah.
by now, we're like, all right, we get it.
However, for the comic people, us people, they would have they would see him and see what's his name in Infinity War and Endgame. Squidward. What's his name?
I don't know his name.
They would. I think they would
Oh
see that.
yeah, Maw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think
yeah.
they would kind of like, oh, is he like his brother or something?
Yeah.
Or-
Just,
Oh, there is definitely visual similarities there. I could see that being problematic.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So-
why they went without it. But I like the way he looks. He
Yeah.
looks
Christian Bale's going to do great, and I'm excited. So, any other thoughts about Thor: Love and Thunder?
So Mjolnir. I know
Meow meow.
Meow.
Yeah.
I know Jane Foster eventually gets Mjolnir. Is it alternate universe Jane or like I'm not sure. It's
I mean, in
it's
I think it's
in
I
universe.
think it's in universe.
Yeah.
Jane.
616.
Okay, so, and that would explain why Mjolnir is broken then,
Yeah.
Yes.
because
Because
Hela destroyed it.
yeah, and it was apparently reforged somehow.
But
We'll
also,
find out in the movie.
but also apparently she can just like
She can still like
Yeah,
re-break it
right
at will.
bring it back.
Yeah, that was interesting. Oh,
That was a cool.
Yeah.
I had a theory. We're not going to go into it.
All right, skipping the theory.
Well, I wanna know
Moving
now.
along,
Yeah, me too.
we got some. On June 3rd, we have The Boys coming out, which is
Whoop, whoop.
2 days from now.
Bro,
Wow.
I'm ready.
I need to
Soldier
finish.
Boy.
I'm so excited.
I need to finish Stranger Things because I won't if I start watching The Boys. So
Yeah.
I need to finish that, and then I'll probably wait for The Boys. All right, so what we see in this trailer, we see Hugh Campbell as Butcher's boss, essentially. We also see like basically this Punisher version of Captain America, which is Soldier Boy, exactly what
Soldier
the
Boy.
creators
Tell-
wanted.
He,
But
he looks just like Captain America.
Yeah.
Like the helmet, the shield, all of it.
Yes.
I'm down for it.
yeah, and then we have Oh, Ryan. Okay, what do we think about? Do we feel like we're gonna get more of Ryan, the son? Him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
forming
there's
up his
some
abilities.
yeah.
and-
Homelander's
There's some
kid.
shots.
Yeah.
with
We're
laser
definitely going to
eyes,
get some more of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other? I mean, it looks interesting, but they don't give you much.
Not
like
really.
you can kind of tell where they're going with it, but like not in a huge way.
So I haven't read up on a lot of it, but I do know from the comics there's this thing called Herogasm, which is literally just
No
like a
way.
giant orgy of superheroes, and it gets bad. Do you guys think we're gonna get that in
Wait,
this
did we
show?
have that? In season
Then we,
two?
I think we had that in season 2.
It's so much worse.
Oh,
Nothing in this show is going to get as bad as it was in the comics. Like I've read it, and I'm honestly going to say for most people, don't.
Please don't.
It's
Please
not.
don't. It is
Like-
definitely not a child-friendly comic. It's not even like a
It's not-
young adult.
It's not. It's not even.
It's not
It's
even
not
an
adult.
adult.
It's not adult
comic.
friendly.
Like it is.
Like
It is bad.
who was the guy who wrote it? Miller.
Frank Miller.
No.
No, not Frank Miller. Wow.
Mark Miller.
Frank Miller.
Yeah, sorry.
Wow, you've changed.
Yeah, that was a big difference.
I mean, but like he's literally just like going for like the shock value.
Yeah.
And it can work on like a limited series, but like for how long it goes,
Right.
it's like 60 issues, and it's like, all right, like I don't even remember if I finished it because it's like it's a great concept, and I think the TV show does it way better than the comic ever did. Because in the comic, there's not a single good person, and I think it's that view that there aren't good people, and it's like these are bad people, and then your heroes, in quotes, are less bad people.
Well, they're kind of starting to show that though.
I mean, Billy. I mean, that's Billy's character. Is that Billy is a deeply troubled,
Right.
problematic person. But when I say no one, I mean
Like
You-
Hugh is the worst.
like you can't root for anybody.
Hugh's dad sucked.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like you genuinely can't root for anybody in the comics.
Starlight is awful.
Yep. But like that's the thing is everyone's awful in the comics. So you're like,
They are all literally the worst dredges of humanity.
wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, don't
Take
read
your
it.
word for it.
But if you haven't watched The Boys on Amazon Prime, we do recommend it. If you're into that kind of thing.
Yes.
It is very violent though.
It is very
And
violent.
it's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
It's like not with your kids around.
No,
Don't watch
no,
with children around.
no.
The Boys season 1 and 2 and Diabolical. That was pretty cool. That was like an anthology series.
I need to watch
the
that.
cartoon.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
You don't have to watch it to relate to the actual show, but it's interesting to say the least.
All right, well, moving along, June 23rd, we have The Umbrella Academy. They just also released a trailer.
So stoked.
Umbrella Academy versus Sparrow Academy, what we have going on
So
here.
stoked.
Essentially, we have this incursion style thing happening,
Yeah,
essentially.
kind of, yeah.
Where it's these two universes meshing together, and from what we feel like, they're going to have to fight to who stays kind of thing.
Yeah.
Almost like an amalgam comics type thing.
Yeah. All right, so we also see that Pogo is still around. He's a tattoo artist in this universe,
Kinda.
apparently.
Yeah, it's definitely not the same Pogo.
Yes.
Here's a question that I saw on the internet. Is Grace, whom we met as a human in the 60s in season 2, do you think we still going to see her around, like as a human or a robot or whatever in this new universe?
Yeah, for sure.
I think, man, because that was a very interesting angle they introduced in season 2. It was very enlightening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
so enlightening.
Yeah.
So my question
I
is,
didn't finish season 2.
how do we think they are going to handle Elliot Page?
They've already said actually.
Oh, please enlighten us.
Oh
I
yeah, no.
didn't know.
Yeah, no. They said that, like with Elliot transitioning, that they were going to mirror that in the character in some respect.
Did they rename the character?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think they renamed the character.
Yeah.
I mean,
Would they have
he
renamed
looks...
Vanya, or would it be the alternate universe's Vanya?
No, because the alternate universe versus Vanya we saw looked a lot more feminine
Yeah.
in that trailer clip.
At the end, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So
the blonde.
Yeah. So I think and I don't know if we'll see that actually happen on screen throughout the show, but I know they talked about doing that in respect to Elliot Page. So
It's fun for him. Like, it's cool to see, like, how like they're just accommodating. It's like, yeah, sure, why not? You know, it's actually a perfect time with this season because of this whole universe thing. Like, actually they can make it easily work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Universe is
Yeah.
wibbly wobbly.
But I don't think that they do it that way to make, because I feel like that could just make it seem like a byproduct.
Yeah,
rather
it,
than, like,
it kind of like
intentional.
lessens it,
Yeah.
lessens the impact if they do it that way.
Yeah.
Well, either way, happy for him.
Yeah, no,
Excited
I'll-
to see
yeah.
it.
I'm interested to see how it plays out because I want to know.
Yeah. All right, and then I think last but not least, we have on August 21st, this is our summer watch list, basically, House of the Dragon, which is a Game of Thrones prequel. You have watched all of Game of Thrones, correct, Chris?
I have.
You have
That
not.
was
Multiple
that
times.
sounded so sad.
You have
It
not.
is, yeah. I've watched it multiple times, mostly because that is one of those shows that we literally just throw on in the background
Yeah.
for background noise.
That's weird because you might turn around and be like, "Oh, no, they're having sex."
Oh, people are dying.
First,
Yeah, no,
first
for
2,
sure.
3 seasons is like nonstop. Like you can't.
Actually, we turned it on for background noise last night while we were falling asleep, and I was writing something, and I just hear Janelle go, "Background titties." And I was like, "What?"
What are you talking about?
She's like, "No, the show." And I look up at the screen. It's like, "Oh yeah, background titties. Okay, makes sense." She's like, "Too many titties."
Too many titties.
I don't think I would ever say that like too many titties, but watching this show, too many titties. Like, take it down a notch, man. We don't need that much.
I am hoping that they kind of do in this because they've already built that reputation up in Game of Thrones. Like, okay, it's going to be gritty. It's going to be dark. It's going to be all these things. You don't have to, because that's what they did in the first season. Is like obviously they put more than they had to just to keep viewers in.
Again, I think they're gonna make it so much worse.
You think?
I think so, because every time you move a storyline forward, you have to push the envelope even more. And even though it's a prequel, they've already established that this was like a really dark time in their history, even in comparison to where they are now.
Right, but my point is that this isn't building off something like completely, because even in Game of Thrones, they kind of dwindled that for even not completely, obviously.
Towards
but,
the end, they lessened it. Yeah.
right. So my point is like, I don't know.
I think this one's gonna get worse.
I don't know. It's,
Because
you,
on
you
top
got
of
different people doing it.
on
though,
top
so.
of all
True.
of the stuff that they have to keep in line, like they're throwing incest in there.
Oh yeah.
Because that's all they talk about. They're like, yeah, the Targaryens used to have sex with each other. Targaryens, they
damn.
loved each other. Blah blah blah. It's like
Damn.
in Game of Thrones, it was like the one couple. It was Jaime and Cersei.
Yeah.
But in the Targaryen bloodline, it's like all of them.
Right.
They just have sex with each other. That's
Wow.
Yeah.
it. So I think this one's gonna get worse, and I'm not super
Have
excited.
you read the
about
books at all? Like the books that this
haven't,
is
no.
based off of?
No.
I didn't know if that give you like any insight because I mean this one is also based off of
Right.
a book you already wrote.
Yeah.
So I was like maybe the book will. I don't know. I've never read the books. I will never read the books.
No.
Nope.
No.
I don't have the time.
Well, either way, it looks interesting. I will most
I'll
likely
check it out. I'm going to check it out.
I'll give it a few episodes to stick.
begrudgingly.
But also, you pointed out Matt Smith.
Matt Smith.
Matt Smith.
Matt
mean,
Smith is the
that
reason why
alone,
I would
the
consider
doctor.
watching it.
Yeah.
But I also Matt Smith was in Morbius and I didn't watch that.
But he was good in Morbius.
He was.
He was the only thing that was good in Morbius.
Just about to say
I
that.
still haven't
Yeah.
watched Morbius.
I haven't watched it either.
It's Morbin time.
Wrong. You watched it.
Oh,
on
you're,
that-
no, you're right. I watched it twice, all the way through,
Yeah.
because this guy uploaded a TikTok where he like sped through the thing. He was
I've
he was
seen
talking about the
those.
updates, and he was like, "Yeah, so there's an update to Morbius. There's an update to TikTok that allows you to add sounds in the middle of it, like this." And then he played a random song. And he's like, and then you can also upload outside videos towards the middle or the end of your TikTok instead of at the beginning to stitch like this. And it just goes, congratulations, you just watched Morbius. You. And I watched that TikTok twice, so I've seen Morbius twice, all the way through, start to finish. And the credits.
Hey, and that's the best way to watch it.
That is. That is.
I gained nothing from that experience.
All right, guys. So I have a question for you all. Did we talk about She-Hulk last episode?
No.
Oh no, that's what I forgot about. Man, I always forget something. She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
Let's talk about She-Hulk.
Let's talk about it.
They're pulling looks like a Sonic on us, where they're updating the
They
CGI.
updated They added some. They just added some texture to the
I
skin.
don't think that it's pulling a Sonic. I think just because of where it is in the production cycle,
Yeah,
I think it was
know.
unfinished.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Just because, like, if you compared her model to Hulk's model, which Hulk, they have all of this years
Yeah.
of doing
Right.
CGI
Yeah,
Hulk,
yeah.
who looks great, and she's like, well, she's not done.
Yeah.
That's
No,
what
you're
it was.
right.
That's what it was.
And I feel like
it
people
looked like what was it, 2000 5
Hulk. Oh,
Right.
way too green. Way too green. I'm like, are you like lime jello? Like,
Are you a cucumber?
Larry, is that you?
Yeah.
Larry.
Have we got a show for you? I think it looks great. I think her as a character is going to be a very it's refreshing. Like I'm really excited to see her in the MCU. I'm really hoping that she gets her own movie too, because I think she can. It's going to be so much content.
Do
off
you
of her.
think they're gonna bring in Murdoch?
I don't know. I feel like
Not Daredevil.
Murdoch.
Matt Murdock as the lawyer.
I
I
feel
mean,
like,
he's already down. So I mean, and they also introduced that new season. So
Yeah.
and
I think like he's gonna be in court against her,
that'd be hilarious.
and she's gonna be like, "You have no idea what it's like to be a superhero," and he's gonna be like,
You're right.
"Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
You're right. I don't. Sure. Okay.
the only thing is like, I think they're both defense attorneys, so that might not necessarily overlap in that regards.
Why do you have to ruin the fun?
But no. But I'm saying,
let a kid
no,
dream.
Listen,
Hey, man.
listen.
They're
But no.
superheroes.
Hey, no. Hey, no.
Anything
I'm
can
not.
happen.
I'm not.
If she can get gamma radiation and become a superhero, then
Yeah.
2 defense attorneys
Hey,
can go against
just
each
be
other.
Exactly.
Just
They'll
be
make
Maybe
it
they were
happen.
hired as defense attorneys because it's a countersuit. You don't
Yeah.
know.
But what I was gonna say, what I would like to see is Kristen Ritter back, and I want I would like a show, like a buddy cop show, of She-Hulk
Yeah, that'd be fun.
and Jessica Jones.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Oh yeah.
With
Uh-huh.
and I want Jessica Jones and Luke Cage to be together because I want Luke Cage to just be annoyed all the time at them,
Bro, have
and
you-
it would be so great.
Didn't they actually already announce that she's gonna or what's the actress's name?
Kristen Ritter.
Yeah, she's gonna be back
She,
somewhere.
I didn't see anything
know.
announced. I know she said that she was open to it, but I don't think they've
They
announced
could
anything.
recast Jessica Jones and I'd be fine.
You know,
No, I like
If it's
her.
a multiverse thing, I'd be fine with it. But
I
saw
wouldn't be.
I saw a
opposed to it.
panel.
Yeah,
Somebody was talking about how all the different times Spider-Man has been gay in comics, and one of them was him sitting down talking to Miles Morales and Jessica Jones because they hang out, they know each other, and he was like, "Wait, you guys hang out without me?" Like, yeah, I just have a massive FOMO. It's like, oh yeah, hang out with Luke Cage too, and she was like, "Yeah, I married Luke Cage." Spider-Man goes, "Big deal. I could have married Luke Cage if I applied myself."
In regular Marvel continuity, Jessica Jones and Peter Parker were classmates.
Yeah.
Coma Girl.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
it up.
Yeah.
I have that issue somewhere.
So
I bet you do.
yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be fun, and it comes out on August 17th. So
It's a jam-packed summer, man.
it is. You got a lot of things to work on
Doesn't-
this summer, boys.
Wait, when does
Look,
Miss Marvel come out?
that's June too.
Yeah. I
Eighth?
was going to say, it's pretty
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, you're right.
No.
8th.
Is it 8th?
Look,
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
man,
All right,
overlaps
here's
with-
the
look,
rundown because I have a question
I have
for you
a
guys.
2.5-year-old daughter, an 18-year-old son that's trying to
How
move
am I
out.
going to watch all these things?
I have a full-time job.
One night at a
I
time.
don't have time to be a nerd.
Okay.
You have an 8-year-old son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old are you?
30.
All right.
I was loose when I was 11.
Oh my
What?
God.
Get out of here.
Nah, he's adopted.
Okay, here's the summer watch list I have for us all, okay? And I want to hear what you guys are most excited about. I'm not going to include Obi-Wan because it's already going down, and that's probably obviously the winner.
Yes.
So here we go. We got on June 3rd, The Boys. On the 8th, we have Miss Marvel. On 22nd, we have The Umbrella Academy. July 8th, we have Thor. July 29th, DC League of Super Pets. August
Last on the list.
17th, we have August 17th. We have She-Hulk. 21st, House of Dragon. 31st, Andor.
House of Dragons last one left for me. I could watch Super Pets. So
Yeah, actually, I think I would rather watch Super Pets than
gosh.
House of Dragon.
Wait, when's Andor? August?
Yeah, 31st.
I gotta be honest, man. It's Umbrella Academy for me.
Really?
As much as I love Star Wars and everything, Umbrella Academy just like it is so different from anything else I've ever watched.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
It's
And
not-
I'm like
Yeah.
deep into comics and nerd lore.
Have
and
you read
it is
those
still
comics?
so different. I haven't actually.
don't.
Okay.
You'll be disappointed.
Oh,
Like if you
yeah,
left the
all
show,
right, fair enough.
Because
Okay.
if you read the comics, went to the show, you would probably be like, "Oh, this is great." But if you,
If you
go
watch the
to
show
the
and
show,
then
you
read
want to
the
go to
comics.
comics, and
No,
you're like,
I don't usually have that problem though.
okay,
Like even if I watch a show before I read the comics, like Scott Pilgrim, I watched the movie before I read the comics, And a lot of people said it was the same way. Like, if you watch the movie and then read the comics, it's very disappointing.
Oh, but no, the comic is way better than the movie.
Yeah.
But no,
that's
the
what I thought.
Umbrella is the opposite way.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Like,
It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's not
like it simply because it was written by Gerard Way.
Yeah, no. It's not bad. It's not bad, and it's really not. But I think the concept of the TV show is better.
Yeah.
All right.
Significant.
I'll probably wait until the show's over and then read the comics.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what I'll
so
do.
your vote is Umbrella,
I would say Umbrella Academy for me.
Jordan?
What was the question? I got an email. Sorry, I got a work email.
Which of these are you most excited about?
Out of all that we talked about?
The Boys, Miss Marvel, Umbrella, Thor, DC, She-Hulk.
The Boys. The Boys.
The Boys?
Yes.
The Boys is really good.
Man,
I
it's
don't
good.
know.
I'm excited
I'm
for
worried
that.
about the new season.
I'm never worried about the boys. But for me, it's definitely going to be Thor.
I think I might agree with you only because of the potential of where this movie could go.
Not just that. It's like Marvel is my first
Love.
cinematic love.
Cinematic love.
If you talk comics, DC's going to win. Just a tiny bit.
I keep trying to tell people that. Like, if you completely ignore everything visual media that DC has put out,
Nope, Justice League Unlimited, everything Bruce Timm did. Actually, that's not true. His later stuff's not great, but Justice
fair.
League Unlimited.
Okay. So
And
any live action,
Injustice.
live action visual media, with the exception of Wonder Woman.
No, we can
the
ignore that
first
too.
one.
We can ignore that too. We can just toss it out.
That was
was
a really
great.
good movie.
Yeah,
It was great.
But
Get
it
outta
might.
here.
But
Wonder
it
Woman
might.
84,
But it
that-
might.
Oh, okay. We're talking about the second
First
one.
one.
Oh, the first one was good.
The
but
second
I'm
one
saying,
was
but it
awful.
might make you want to watch the second one, and it might really make you want to watch Batman v Superman, and that's just a horrible decision.
Not if you watch the right one.
Yeah,
It's still a horrible decision.
it's not.
Scott Snyder is a great visual artist.
All right, so we have Umbrella, we have The Boys, we have Thor. I want to say Thor too, but all of these look good. Well,
Most of these look good.
Yeah, looking at you, Game of Thrones.
I'm expecting Andor to be surprisingly good. I'm expecting it to be surprisingly
Yeah,
better than
Well,
what
we
we
also
think.
know
won't
how
be-
that one ends.
Huh?
We also know how that one ends.
Well, true.
But
Spoiler:
mean-
everybody dies.
not really though, because we're seeing so much more of the Republic, and there's a time jump between
Yeah.
the two seasons.
Uh-huh.
So I'm actually really interested to see the world building there. But also considering his relation in Rogue One, I have high hopes for it.
Yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. All right, guys, I think we should end this show. We went a little long, but you
Yeah.
know what? We love this
little long.
stuff.
You guys, hey, you guys remember when we started this and Tim was like, "We should just do like 30-minute episodes, just something real quick. It'll be fun."
How would that ever happen?
Never.
Hey, I went back on my notes too, guys. This is all your fault.
I told him when he first said that that's not going to happen.
I could
not gonna
rant
work.
about my hate for Warner Brothers and all of their movies for more than 30 minutes an episode.
This is
Pick
true.
any one of these topics and I could rant for more than 30 minutes on any one of them. Anything we talked about.
Oh my gosh. All right.
This is true.
Thank you all again for listening to our podcast, and be sure to subscribe and leave a rating on your favorite podcast platform. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Always More Pod. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter at Timothy Lichty, and on TikTok at Tim Lichty. Chris, where we can find you?
I'm on Instagram, Captain _CT Ford. And on TikTok, I am Christopher.Lionheart.
On Instagram and TikTok, I'm not on. I'm Jordan. I was gonna say I am on Jordan Creative. I am Jordan Creative. It's like I am Iron Man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm everywhere as Justin is Theory.
All right. Fair enough, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Thank you guys for being a part of the show. You guys are awesome. Thank you, gentlemen. And
You're
thank you all
all
for
right.
listening and being part of the
He's
conversation. And remember, there's always more than this. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
More Star Wars.